Hey, it's another beautiful day in North Carolina. I can say that it is about 70 degrees, clear blue skies, and I'm wondering why we can't go outside, but you know why? Because we're still in lockdown. Hey, I got Kevin, our producer extraordinaire, is here. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Still in lockdown.
We are. The beach is open, though, I guess. I saw that.
In North Carolina, the beach is open?
I think so. I think one of them opened, or they're opening up to residents or something. So,
Okay.
you know, not that we're like right next to the beach, but you know,
Right.
it's a car ride away.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we're about 5 hours from the beach, so that's a pretty good ride for us. So
it's good, but it's close enough for a weekend trip.
Okay, cool. Well, we've got some people in here. We had one fan, MSV. He said he'd been waiting for 2 hours.
MSV was here. Like, I must have created this event this morning, and he must have seen it and commented straight away. So there we go. He's a diehard fan. So
now,
because I haven't eaten yet.
I mean, I'm sure he's in lockdown like everyone else in the country. So I'm wondering, like, you know, the DoorDash, the Uber Eats.
Yeah, what's lockdown lunch look like these days?
Lockdown lunch.
Lockdown lunch. Yeah. So that's a good little brand there.
Maybe we can do that next tomorrow. We can talk about lockdown lunches.
Lockdown lunch. People can watch us eat.
You're probably thinking, I don't get lunch till 1. What are you talking about, Tech Rally? So you're here working through lunch. So
there you go. So MSV is after dinner. So
okay,
we're like evening entertainment.
Okay, all right, cool. I like it.
And there you go. We shout out my name. We already did. We don't know your actual name though. I'm guessing it's not MSV.
Right. What is your actual name?
I'm just guessing.
We'll shout it out.
And Adam says hey. So hey, Adam.
What's up, Adam? Adam, how you doing? So hopefully you're eating lunch, Adam.
Yeah, he is. Lots of sandwiches.
Lots of sandwiches.
Yeah, it is lots of sandwiches, isn't it? Lunch has got kind of boring as for me. Right. So I haven't been like ordering in. I don't know if you've been like ordering in. I haven't been ordering in. I haven't gone to restaurants or anything. I feel kind of bad about that, but not really.
Right.
So we've been like eating at home. So we've been doing like the Instacart, which is a cool app, by the way. Whoever came up with that, genius.
And they made money.
Oh, they made a ton of money on this thing.
Right.
A ton of money. It's $4 every time you order something. The person who goes shopping for you. So we've been doing that. Yeah, it's been boring.
So what I'm doing is for lunch, because I'm on a diet, but mainly I also like supporting local businesses. I'm going to the same diner every day and order my meat, beans, and eggs.
Okay. You're still going to the diner? I didn't realize that.
The diner. It's the Kernsville Diner, and it's funny because that was it's the diner that's where my first job was when I was like 15.
Oh, so that's awesome. So you can go there and support them still?
I still do. I'm the only one in there, though. They won't let me even eat in it, though, so you got to take it to go. I'm the only person eating there. I probably bought the only lunch there today. So
wow. Okay, that's crazy. I like that place, though.
I like that place. It's good.
That place is good. It's good for breakfast.
I think it's 66 Diner or something like that.
Yeah, 66 Diner. Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
Yeah.
Safisa,
to come live on the show to take our video game quiz. We're going to up the ante up. So now you get the official Cody. That's our official mascot, Cody, the duck. And your choice. You can go with, if it's fall where you're at, you can go with the official Coder Foundry beanie. Still has the tag on it, brand new, never been worn. You know. The official.
The creme de la creme.
Only 12 of these were made. This is a Nike Coder Foundry hat. And actually, the only people that have these are instructors.
I do have one.
Okay.
I just don't wear it very often. I do have one. I think it's actually at the office, still on my desk. Otherwise, I would have wore it today.
Brand new in the box. Nike Dry Fit ball cap. I think the retail is like $27.
What are we saying? You get the duck and your choice of hats if you win?
Yes, you can pick from. You get your duck for sure if you win, and then you can pick. Do I want a beanie, or do I want a hat?
Okay. And Adam, you can't play. You already have this.
Play. Yeah. I think Adam has a beanie and a duck.
and you gotta have a webcam and you gotta have a microphone.
Right.
So if you've got a laptop, you should be good to go.
You should be good to go.
Come on and answer our questions. 4 out of 5, and you win the stuff.
Video game trivia.
Video game trivia.
We may do Marvel trivia soon. So
oh, that'd be cool.
Give us some stuff away.
I'd be terrible at that though.
All right.
Adam says the microbrew now delivers beer. That's funny.
You deliver beer? Can you do that?
I guess. No, you can. No, you definitely can. I had on Instacart, you can have somebody go to Total Wine, and we ordered wine on Instacart.
Okay.
Like, what world do we live in?
Right. Do they card you when you?
They do card you.
Okay.
Yeah. They take a picture of your ID. So
it just seemed like if you're like 17, that would look like some kind of loophole. So that's a good name.
And then David says, "Hey," and we do have a question too here. How do a team of front-end developers work together in the real world? So I'm guessing how does collaboration work? That's what we're talking about. Git, right?
Right. So grown bug tracker that they found on some YouTube site somewhere that they built out of C# with the VC.
I think we know one of those.
Yeah, we may have done that. But seriously, you'll have that, and then you'll typically have a lot of people are introducing sprints, and so you'll get your assignments for the week, and then then after that, if you have like questions out of band out of those things, you're probably using Teams or Slack or something like that to where you kind of chat back and forth. And if you're in a workplace together, you're probably standing around the coffee machine like, dude, how'd you get that footer to stick at the bottom? So,
right.
Like, and those kind of things. And then you just work on your items and then you check in your items. That could go to a continuous build server, or if they're not doing that yet, it just means then someone is pulling those items down, merging changes, and then building out. So that's kind of how you work together. A lot of collaboration. My suggestion is be nice to all your coworkers. That's how you do it, and try to contribute as much as you can. And then if you're a junior dev, ask questions early rather than late. So if you have a question on Tuesday, don't wait till Friday morning to ask it when the sprint's done. So
and Zoom and that kind of stuff these days, like it is easy for groups to be separated and be able to collaborate still,
right?
More than ever.
Yeah, what I find interesting, I tweeted about this last week, is that voice call.
Yeah,
it seems archaic now. Like we call each other now.
Yeah,
and I call the team. I call you, but it's a voice call. I mean, it's a video call every time now through Teams.
Yep.
And it just seems weird talking to someone without their face now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching, I don't know, like the Andy Griffith show when I'm talking to someone, and
yeah, like it was a pretty quick adjustment, wasn't it? It really was.
Yeah.
We had to get used to it. So
right.
Yeah.
So cool. All right.
Hey, it seems like the stream might be lagging in some places. You guys are both in India. I don't know if that's an issue. Anybody else having any lag issues? I know Adam's local. Adam, let me know if there's a lag issue for you too.
Yeah.
I don't see it on this end. I see Bobby fine. I think he sees me fine. But
yeah, and we're in two different locations.
We're in two different locations, so it might be a different issue.
We'll keep going though. So what's our topic for the day while we're waiting for someone to DM?
Yeah, let me drop that off for a second. So we want to talk about today different ways you can learn to code. Okay. So we know there's a bunch of different ways. We obviously have our preference. We run a boot camp.
Right.
But there's other ways too. So what other ways do we have outside of a boot camp?
Right. So like, I think there's a couple of ways to do that, and it's real easy to pick out what the 3 ways are, but let's just go into them. Like, number one, obviously we're partial to boot camps. The reason we think in-person boot camps, and even what we're calling now a virtual boot camp, is the best way to do it, because you get that teacher, that coach, that mentor right then and there. Right. So we think that's the best way to learn, but it's also not the cheapest way to learn. It's not. So there's other ways that you can do that too. Another one obviously is that works at Microsoft, that's running the .NET Visual Studio team.
Yeah.
As associates in programming from a community college, and it took him 7 years to get it.
Yeah.
Or 10 years. I forget what it was. What did he say?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a long time.
Long, like 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it at night, 2 classes at a time when he had time. But he rose to what I would consider one of the highest positions in the industry, like far as like he's he's seen as one of the high end specialists. So like how you learn doesn't really matter as long as you stay committed to your craft. I think that's important.
Right.
You know, and so obviously you can go to the 2-year community college route. You can go to the 4-year CS degree. You know, I think that's real important. And then you can go boot camp, and you also can learn on your own. And so that you can take a, you know, Udemy course. You can do something like that. You can learn an online course. But here's my suggestion. Before you plunk down money at a boot camp, before you plunk down money at at college or university, 10 days, 2-week course, 1 month course, not a one complete work of JavaScript, and just find out if coding is something that you like to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the main thing. So if you like to do it, then it's easy to learn because you like going through the effort of learning.
Right.
If you're here just because the job prospects are better, which is a valid reason to learn to code, check to see if you're going to want to put in the time and the effort to do this. By doing it on your own,
it's not going to work. You're not going to have the dedication to do it. It's going to be difficult.
No.
So just having that validation check up front before you invest a ton of money in something like a boot camp or go into a 2 or 4 year degree.
Right. And so even when you apply to Coder Finder, we're going to send you through a 10 days of JavaScript just to get in, because we want to see if you're committed to the process just like we are. And then even on that, you at Coder Finder, you get 2 weeks before you have to really pay, so you can get a refund.
Yeah.
14 days. So you get 10 days of JavaScript, and you get 14 days to audit what we're doing. And then if you decide that it's for you, you keep going. If not, you get a full refund and leave. So I think those are the things that you should do. So like before you sign up for something and commit your life to something, figure out if it's something you want to do. Coding sucks if you hate it.
Right. Well, just like anything.
Yeah. It's like video editing sucks if you hate it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you love your job, like stocking veggies at the grocery store can be amazing if you like doing it. You know, like you have to enjoy doing it.
Okay. So is anyone going to try to win this duck?
I mean, Adam said he would.
Okay. Right. I think this duck, you could get this.
I don't know, $1.50 maybe.
Yeah. So I think easily you get $2 for that. So, but this limited edition Coder Foundry ball cap, I don't know, man. That's hot.
That's slick.
This is our little CF, you know. And then if you like the beanie route, I think Adam has a beanie. I'm not sure. He may have.
But he said he doesn't have a beanie. So
okay, he doesn't have a beanie. Okay, cool.
Raphael, if you need the duck, you can DM at Coder Foundry on Twitter, and you at the stream on my other machine here. Okay. 1 second.
All right.
Let me see if I can see what's going on.
Check it out. Nothing like live TV. Yeah. Kevin's got the cans on now.
I do. Now it's serious business now.
Okay. Let me push this one on. Zaid says, I have a question, ... Okay.
Seems to be going. I don't know.
Zawad, is that? Am I saying that right? Zawad Sharif. You have a question. What is it?
Wait, yeah. Oh.
You know, what is it? Just tell me. All right. So it may be something overseas. It could be,
Could be. Everyone's working from home. So, I wonder how that's been just in general with the internet. I noticed this morning that just on a slightly related note, I picked up my phone and I was like, I wonder how much data I've used in the time since I've been home. You know how much I used? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. We haven't left the house.
Right.
So I realized my 10 gig data plan from AT&T that I'm paying for, I've used none of it. I'm using my Wi-Fi the whole time. So the internet's getting hit, I guess, from people at home.
Okay, let's see what we got here. This one is read this. I do not know. I'm going to assume by your name, and forgive me if you're in the U.S., but like if you're outside the country, as we've done this YouTube channel for the last year, and we talk to people in Southeast Asia, around the world, it sounds like software dev or desktop dev is still a really huge deal. And the only thing I can think of is embedded electronics is being done more in, say some of those other countries than they are here in the U.S.
Yeah.
But web dev is huge in the US because everything's going to be web dev. I would add in that probably next year, you'll probably see cross-platform mobile dev being a really big player as well. But I think if you learn to code and you learn, as we talked to Scott Hansen on, JavaScript and then some kind of system language like C# or Java, you're going to be able to do desktop dev and web dev, especially knowing C#. And I think that something like that or Java is going to serve you well. But I think you're right. And your approach is pick what you want to build first, and then train yourself to build that. So look at job openings in your area and see the skills they're looking for. And if that's desktop or software dev, do that. If that's web dev, do that. In the US, there's plenty of web dev positions.
Yeah, that's it.
Speak to every place in the whole world.
I mean, the real answer there is what's in demand. That's you got to pick whatever's in demand.
Right.
In terms of like which one you should learn because one's easier than another or something, that shouldn't really be the thing. That's similar.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and then
you can get a job.
Honestly, Kevin, I think you agree with me too. I mean, if you're a software dev or a web dev, you're going to get a job anyway. So like, I mean, pick one of those, learn that, and then go after it.
Yep.
Probably hard.
Here's a question: which apps do you guys use the most? We're talking about consumer apps, or like, I mean, you're talking about like you use like Visual Studio as an app, right? Yeah. Or VS Code for like a developer app,
right?
Photoshop. I mean, I use VS Code for like little things that I can break, but that's about it.
Believe it or not, I use Photoshop. So you use that a lot. We use that.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then breaking news, I've switched laptops, so I'm learning something new. So like that may change now. I've switched over to a Mac Pro.
And how's that going after a week? Because I know early on it was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Surface Book was, I've pushed it to the side and I'm still getting everything set up on my MacBook. I'm running Parallels so I can run Windows on it. But like, so I guess Parallels would be an app I'm using a lot just because I can switch between Windows and Mac OS.
Right.
And so I'm pretty hyped about the hardware on the MacBook Pro 2016. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Fast. Yeah.
It's on my list for my next machine.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Here we go. Daniel wants to know advice for starting a new job in .NET or new stack. .NET. Been looking at .NET Core, MVC tutorials, building projects in that, and getting more familiar with C#. So advice for starting a new job in a new stack.
Yeah. So that's great, man. I mean, like you're going to learn a lot. Go to ASP.NET and look at all their documentation. If you want to learn .NET Core, which is if you're for jobs in Core, you can get .NET Core. Also has MVC. It also has something called Razor Pages. It's a little confusing about Microsoft. Let me get this out of the way. Like there's MVC and Razor Pages. Razor Pages being another design pattern, and then there's Razor Pages that both of them use as well.
So confusing.
So when I say Razor Pages, I'm talking about like the architecture that is that runs along the side of MVC. But MVC has a design pattern, but also uses Razor Pages, but not the architectural ones. So it's kind of silly.
Whoever works, I don't think they run this stuff by a marketing department. Sometimes some guy in an office decided this is the name and that's it.
Yeah, like when Scott said when they're coming out with .NET 5, he was smiling at the same time. He knows what everyone's talking about. It's 3.1. Why are you going to 5? And he says, well, we also have multiple .NET. We have standard, which is 4.7.
Yeah.
And now we have 3.1 .NET Core.
5.
We did 5 because the number's bigger. It just needed a bigger number. It could have been 7. Like I don't. Why did you do 5? Like that was funny.
Yeah.
We just need a bigger number. But I would say that look at ASP.NET, the site. Just go to ASP.NET, type in your browser, and then look at all of the tutorial stuff they have there. MVC Movie is built on .NET Core and what I would call MVC 5, the older .NET 4.7 libraries. So it depends on what your new job is doing, and which one they're using is what you should focus your learning on.
Right. So I saw this morning. Don't really want to talk about it, but being an immigrant myself.
Yeah.
Do you think software companies are going to offshore software jobs now that Trump temporarily halt visa or immigration to the US? I mean, they do it somewhat already,
Yeah, we're already offshoring.
It's still a thing anyway. It always has been, but
yeah, I don't think that's going to really change that much.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't want to get into politics. I mean, eventually, it's not like the U.S. is going to stop immigration forever. I mean, like, it's like not going to happen.
Hopefully not. They'll be sending me home.
Nah, I just don't think that's going to happen. Like, in general, things will get back to normal eventually. I mean, I guess we're just trying to halt the virus, I guess. I don't know. I'll let them figure that out. But I think that, companies are already offshoring software jobs. That's a big thing happening in the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
So if you're working locally in the U.S., you've been outsourced. Your job's been outsourced multiple times.
Yep.
And so you keep on moving around and find people that want to work stateside. So learn how to code. I think it's the main thing.
The writer wants to become a mobile developer, so I can learn C#. Is it the right decision?
Yeah, Xamarin. So Xamarin is the thing that you want to look into. And then Xamarin is going to allow you to build for iOS and Android. So the reason I bought a MacBook Pro 2016 is that I'm starting an Android project and an iOS project right now, a commercial project we're building. And I just wanted to be able to build on the same device I was coding on. So I need a new laptop. So, but I'm building that in Xamarin. So I'm also working on multiple Xamarin projects for customers in the consulting company. So it's a big deal. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think it'll serve you well. And then
David here, who hangs around too, recommended Flutter as another option too for that same thing. Which
so there's 3 ways: React Native, Flutter, and Xamarin. So like, there's 3 ways to do it. So if the guy's telling you the Xamarin doesn't work, they probably did something wrong in that project. It works.
Troy looked up some stats. Look, hi guys, 24,000 C# jobs in the USA as of today on Indeed.
Yep. So it's just the way it is, man.
That's the reason. That's the reason.
I mean, Java, you may have similar numbers for Java. So like,
and there will be.
Yeah, I mean, you may have similar things. I would say React or React Native would be less than that, but that just shows you, like, if you know a language and you know how to code, the opportunities for you are crazy. Even in the midst of a lockdown, 24,000 C# jobs in the US. And what people don't understand is, like, some of those are the public facing ones. In the hidden job market, which is like recruiters that only have the job order, it's probably double that. You know, that's how many openings there are for people to write code. So it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this real quick.
We've got no takers on the quiz.
Maybe we do. Hold on.
No one wants the duck.
maybe we do. Hold on.
All right.
Just one quick thing before I move on to the next question here. Rio supports Windows, Mac OS to work. Use Linux at home mostly. Doesn't like Mac OS. I love Mac OS. See.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you got a Mac and you're the best of both worlds because you can put Parallels on it, or just use Boot Camp on it. That's what's cool.
Yeah. So Parallels means you don't have to reboot. It runs a VM on it. Boot Camp, you have to reboot into the OS of your choice.
Yeah.
Parallels seems to be a very seamless experience, especially once you showed me the 3-finger swipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
virtual desktops is awesome. See,
yeah,
I like Mac stuff.
That's kind of cool. I mean, like, it's kind of neat. But I'm very used to Windows. This is the first time I've ever had a Mac or Apple device. Period. I've had an iPad, but I've never had an iPhone. I use Samsung phones, and I've never used a Mac notebook ever. I've seen them in the wild. You know, it was like a white tiger. Like,
and now you've been converted.
Well, you know me.
You
maybe. Like, I do buy computers a lot, so like I may buy another one. So like, but I like it right now. It's kind of cool. I mean, so I can't wait to dive into the Xamarin project.
Definitely.
So.
Here we go. Here's a question. The basic C#. I'm going to do some project WinForm. So my purpose is to start studying machine learning with the .NET framework. My question is, MO.NET worth to learn, or must I go to learn Python?
So what I've been saying all year is that machine learning will get easier. I can tell you that Python is very big in that space. So I think if you're really going to be doing machine learning this year and next year, there's a lot of development in those libraries that are written in Python that people use every day.
Okay,
they work. Doesn't mean that it won't change, and it also means it might never change. They may, the community may just stay with that, and then that's where all the enhancements are. I don't really know the answer to that, but ML.NET is going to make it a whole lot easier to do certain things. So you may use ML.NET for some things, and for other things you may use Python.
Okay, so let's do one more question, and then we have a guest.
Okay, I see him. He's in the green room. Cool. Get all the snacks you want in the green room. Our virtual green room.
As much as you like.
Yeah.
Max, just started learning the basics of web development. What would you say is important to know about security, or rather, where could you start to learn about it?
Okay, that's kind of cool. So when you look at ASP.NET and MVC, that security is built into that design pattern, which is kind of cool. So you're gonna have to read about those types of things a lot if you're going to roll your own. I wouldn't suggest roll your own. I would suggest use an architectural design pattern that supports security so that you can enforce auth on all your backend web calls. And then you can also don't roll your own authentication, authorization, the login process, all that. Use something pre-built. If it's not pre-built into the libraries that you're using, then you're going to rely on something like Auth0 to do those kind of things for you. So I think you need to learn about it, but I wouldn't roll my own at this point. It's too important to try to start from scratch on that. But you can definitely learn about how auth works. Okay, cool.
Ready for a quiz?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's bring him on.
Okay,
I'm awesome. Looking at my questions right now. All right. Ask him a few questions while I figure this out. All right.
Okay, so here we go. We have two. Raphael, hey.
What's up, Raphael? How you doing?
Pretty good, and yourself?
All right, good. Where are you from?
It's my audio. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
9:30 here.
Okay, and you're on lockdown too, like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Okay, you work from home, or what do you do?
I work from home mostly. I do right now. I'm doing just part-time jobs.
Okay.
I'm trying to break in.
Okay, awesome. So what have you done so far? Are you doing online stuff?
What in terms of
like learning to code?
Oh yeah. I've been going through some Udemy courses. I've been trying to learn to code for a really long time.
Okay.
But it's more of it's gotten a lot has to do with procrastination.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not always easy.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
Okay.
You got some questions ready?
I got some questions, man. We'll start off easy for you. Do you play games at all?
A little, but
what game do you play?
I find one or two games and then I'll stick with those.
Okay, so what game are you playing right now?
I used to play a lot. Right now I just play computer games like League of Legends. My friends just recently got me into Destiny. That's really it.
Oh, you're playing Destiny.
Yeah, I've
on console or PC or what are you doing?
PC. I've never been a shooter person. But it's something they all play, and so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, Destiny's fun. I like it. I've played in too much time. All right, so I'm going to start off. I think this is pretty easy because the answer's in the question itself. All right. All right. So, which word precedes Asylum, City, and Night in the best-selling Batman series of games? So there's a word before Asylum, a word before City, and a word before Night in the best-selling Batman series.
Is it one word or 2 words?
It's one word.
Oh, man.
You asked me this one the other day, by the way.
Probably online. Probably
probably online. Oh, man. I wasn't here for yesterday's stream. Oh, man.
It's blank Asylum, blank City, blank Night in the best-selling Batman series of games.
Dark?
No, it's not Dark. Okay, it is. It's Arkham. You've never heard of Arkham City?
I was gonna say Arkham, but you said it was in the.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying it was a Batman game. I was giving you away the Batman game. All right. So, all right.
Next one.
You've missed one. All right. So let's see if you can get this one. Lara Croft features in which series of games? Lara Croft is the main person in which series of games?
Is it Tomb Raider?
Yes, he got one. Yeah, all right. Tomb Raider. Yes, that's right. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right.
Hey, Adam, jump back on if you can. Adam was waiting in the green room, but I think he's gone. I don't know if he's still
gone.
waiting, but we'll get to him.
He ate all the snacks and left.
Maybe.
Okay, so say in the best-selling series of game, what does GTA stand for?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes. Okay, we're on a roll. Got 2 in a row. Okay.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. Okay. I lost many a bet with playing this game. Okay. Ryu and Ken feature in which iconic martial arts game franchise first launched in 1987?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Okay.
I played a lot of that at school.
Yeah, I lost bets in that. So, like, all right, so you're about to get this duck. So, are you going for the ball cap or the beanie?
I guess the ball cap.
The ball cap. He's playing for the ball cap.
The ball cap's legit.
It is legit.
I mean,
all right,
so for the duck.
You get the duck. You get the duck. You get the ball cap and the duck. It's a package deal now. All right, so now we know what you're going for. Here it is, man. Here's the one for the win. In which game would you find Big Daddies and Little Sisters? Super famous game. Big Daddies and Little Sisters.
Game. Oh man, this might be outside of my knowledge here.
Who made it? Who made the game, Kevin?
Is it a BioWare game?
Yeah, BioWare made it.
BioWare. Oh man.
What's a Big Daddy look like, Kevin?
It's like a big guy with a big mask thing on. Looks like he's underwater.
It's like he's underwater. Okay, yeah. All right. And he's in a big metal,
big metal suit.
Runs around.
I've seen them. I don't know where it's from. Okay.
It's made by BioWare.
That's a clue.
That's a clue.
That is a clue.
We're trying to give you this. Yes, he got it. All right. What you need to do is DM Kevin your address and
DM at Coda Foundry the same way we talked on.
Twitter, and we'll email this out to you. So you'll get a hat and a duck.
Can I print it out?
Yeah. We'll email it. You print it out at your end.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll send it out to you, man. We'll send it out to you. And I promise you, if you've ordered a webcam on Amazon, our hat will get there before that webcam will. So we'll send it out.
It's true.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you, Raphael. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right.
See
you later, man.
Thanks.
See you. He got it. BioShock.
He did. He got there. He got there in the end. And Adam left. I wanted to give Adam the.
We still have a beanie left.
The beanie, Adam. Come on, come back.
You can get a beanie.
You might have had to run or something. So.
All right. Cool. All right. You got any questions out there or so?
Let me see here. I'm sure we do.
Right.
Let me see. Oh, your opinion about Docker on Windows.
It's cool. That's the way it is, man. It's way, way cool. If you're talking about like running, like getting Docker or like containers running, that's very, very powerful, very cool right now. So it's something, if you're into the space of you're building stuff already and you need to release it somewhere, that's something you need to know about. Definitely. You need to know what it is, what it does, how it works. Try and make a container today and see how easy it is to do. And
so that lets you deploy something on
Linux
platform.
Right? Yeah. Any platform.
MSV got it right. Look too.
Yeah, he got it right. BioShock. Yeah, we practically gave it away. BioWare.
That's okay.
Yeah. So you probably
made
gave him enough time to Google it too. So like you probably Googled it right there. That's what I would have done.
Oh, well. You would have cheated.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Plus, I wanted to give him the hat. I wanted him to win. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
David's wondering why you don't tweet that you're streaming. I don't know. We probably should.
That's our bad.
I don't know.
So you're probably right.
We'll get to that. Adam is coming back. So he's going to come back in. So
well, Adam, it's a live show, so take your time.
His internet died or something. He sent me a message.
Yeah.
He'll be back to play for the beanie. So.
He's gonna play for the beanie. Okay, so I got to get some more questions out.
Some more questions, yeah. Here's a question too from Marcos. What about stored procedures? I guess that's on entity framework.
Yeah, no entity framework. So store procedures, if you don't know what those are SQL store procedures that you run, and it's compiled on the database itself.
Is that for security?
It's for that and for performance.
Okay.
So with Link or other types of entity frameworks, and those kind of ORMs, that is being sometimes transpiled and converted into SQL. And a lot of things, when you need it to run and you need to control your performance, store procedures is going to make it usually a more performant run. With the exception of SQL, if you're running something in cursors, sometimes C# code can be better at that than native cursors and store procedures. But in general, store procedures allow you to take parameters. So all your code is parameter driven. So it's not like strung together in like strings, which leads to SQL injection. But entity framework kind of solves a lot of that for you too. And so you can create entity framework and use store procedures as well. But a lot of times people are just building things from store procedures, and I think that's still something that you should. Okay.
Drop that out. Oh, Adam's here. Let's.
Adam.
You ready to roll, Adam? Oh, you need a minute.
He needs a minute.
We'll give him a second.
All right.
Yeah, let me look here. You're gonna find some questions.
Yeah.
Smoke's watching us today too, so that's cool. Thanks for coming on yesterday.
What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. All right, everybody locked down.
Come back again. Yeah, we are locked down. We're working on getting some other guests too. Speaking of guests that we've had recently as well. We're hoping we get some people from some game developers to talk about game development. Would be super cool. I reached out to a guy from Unity that works with AI, which would be super cool to have on.
Yeah, and we're trying to work on that.
Yeah, we're trying to get some more people.
Yeah, and the Xamarin guys from Xamarin, we're just getting their schedules together.
Yep, that'll be super cool.
So it should be kind of cool. All right, cool.
David said that wasn't an attack. I didn't take it as an attack, David.
No.
Yeah. But we will start doing that though.
You're right. I mean, like we're not mad at you, David. We should tweet it. Like we probably should. I mean, so.
Okay, Adam, you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Okay, he's ready. Let's go.
He's eating the snacks in the green room. He's got his duck.
Snacks. Oh.
So now you're trying to get the a matched pair here where you get this beanie, man.
I want a beanie and I want a Fizz Buzz.
A Fizz Buzz. Okay.
That was the original prize.
Well, you're local, so
we can get you a Fizz Buzz. I got one right here. You want to play for the Fizz Buzz? Is that what you want to do?
I want to play for the beanie, but I also want a Fizz Buzz.
Oh, you want me to give away all of these? Okay.
Well, I already drank the one Fizz Buzz that I got for going through the boot camp. So
okay, all right. Yeah, we hand these out at the end. It's kind of like we don't serve beer at our place. We serve food.
There's no champagne. There's just
champagne, Fizz Buzz. All right, here's what I'll make you a deal. 4 out of 5, you get the beanie. You get 5 out of 5, you get the beanie and a can of Fizz Buzz.
All right, cool.
How about that? All right, cool. Okay. And since you're local, we can ship it to you. All right.
Leave it out front, and I'll drive by, and I can pick it up without making contact with anyone.
Contactless delivery. We can do contactless delivery.
It's an excuse to get out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you got to get them all right here. So here we go. The first question is: Star Wars star Mark Hamill, he played Luke Skywalker, was critically acclaimed for his voice work as which character in multiple Batman games?
The Joker.
Yes, the Joker. Okay, cool. All right.
Me too, by the way, the other day.
Batman questions in the same day.
Hey, not just the Batman games. He was also in several Batman animated features.
He was.
He is, yeah.
Exactly. He also voiced the Trickster in a Flash series, but
who watches the Flash?
So, he did the same voice for both, but it's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, here's another easy one. This is easy, man. In the best-selling series of game, what does COD stand for?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Okay, cool.
Yet another question you asked already.
I know. Everyone thinks this is rigged at this point. They're thinking like it's rigged.
By the way, Tech Rally, buddy Adam Lee said, Alex Lee said he watches the Flash. So.
I do. I watch it. Grant Gustin.
You watch it too, don't you?
Yeah, I like Grant Gustin. He's good. My kids make fun of the Flash. They think it's a dumb show. But
if you guys want to suffer through DC stuff, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm waiting. I'm a Marvel fan, so I'm waiting for the stuff to get released. All right, here we go. Now we're going to get a little bit harder. I think you can get this one, though. In which classic 1990s puzzle platformer do players utilize bashers, blockers, bombers, builders, climbers, diggers, floaters, and miners?
Well, that would be the classic game franchise, the Lemmings.
Wow, I thought I was going to get you on that one. So, okay, all right, cool.
If I felt like pulling up my phone, I would show you that I have the Lemmings app on my phone that I play quite regularly.
Okay, oh, that's all. That was a great game. I like that game.
Yeah. Okay, everyone's heard of Hearthstone, right? You've heard of Hearthstone?
Mm-hmm.
It is a free-to-play online card game that builds upon the lore of which popular fantasy game series?
It's World of Warcraft, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. At 4? Are we at 5?
That's
this 4. Is it. This is for the money right here. So
for Fizz Buzz.
So the beanie is secure.
He's got the beanie, and now you're playing for Fizz Buzz, man.
Can I phone a friend?
Phone a friend. All right, I picked this one intentionally. I think it's a little harder, but it is for Fizz Buzz, so you got to earn it. Which Japanese video game company has produced the titles including Mega Man, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Monster Hunter? Who makes those?
You said that was hard. It's Capcom.
Capcom. All right, cool. All right. Well, we
had more difficult than what is COD.
What is COD? All right. Well, you can stop by and we can give you a contactless delivery of a beanie and a Fizz Buzz. So
just let Bobby know he's in the office.
Just let me know I'm in the office, quarantining.
I'll put on real pants and come by later today.
Yeah, don't show up in pajamas.
Hey, it's contactless. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
this is true. This is true.
All right. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
Hey, remember, everybody, Pluralsight's still free for the rest of the month.
Okay. Adam says Foresight's free. He's giving it out, so just try it out.
Good tip. Take care. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam. All right, cool.
That's awesome. 2 winners today. That's awesome.
2 winners.
I like that.
It's not so hard. I didn't ask the John Madden question.
No.
So.
Which is impossible. Hey, look, our buddy Life ordered a Coda Foundry sweater. Actually, a hoodie. It says hoodie at the end. It says hoodie corrected.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can do that. You can go to anywhere you can do that too. teespring.com/stores/Coda Foundry.
Yeah.
And we have some swag up there. I'm interested. Which one did you get?
Did you get the duck
We have a few different hoodies up there. I like the duck one. I don't have the duck one on. I have the staff one on today, and you have the other staff one on, but and we don't sell these ones, do we? We don't have brand one. This one.
We can't. This
these are locally printed, but
exclusive.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll give away a hoodie online. Maybe that'll get them in.
Maybe. I think we have.
I do have some hoodies, but
we do have some hoodies.
All right.
Well, they're also very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, Django versus .NET.
Okay. So I'm not trying to start a war here. You can build whatever you want, and they both work, and you can build it whatever. I'm just looking who's doing Django and who's doing .NET and see what the jobs are. If you're trying to break in, if you're already working and you already have a career and you have a resume, you can build your career on any kind of these tech, whatever you want to build it on. If you're trying to break in and you don't have any experience whatsoever, that's why we recommend .NET over everything, just the sheer number of jobs. If you want to talk about like which one's better, I'm not your guy for that because I think that I could build the same web app with both. I like .NET. I like the tooling. It's what I know how to do. It's how I make money. So that's why I picked that. But the reason we recommend .NET over everything else is because of the sheer amount of jobs available as a junior dev breaking in. But if you're making a living doing the Django, keep doing it. Yeah. Keep doing it. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Malcolm says he's going to name his duck John Madden.
John Madden football duck.
That's good. I like that. That's funny.
All right. Cool.
This is a troll question, but I'm going to put it up there anyway.
Yeah. Should I go to go ahead and read it out.
Yeah. Should I go to a top CS college like Carnegie Mellon or a top boot camp? I'm 17.
Okay.
But it is a legit question, whether it's
a good question.
or not. It's a real. It's legit. There is a choice.
Do you have a scholarship?
Yeah, one of these is very, 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 very expensive. The other one is just what you would consider expensive.
Yeah, so like a boot camp's going to tell anywhere between 15 to 20K, something like that.
What's Carnegie Mellon going to cost?
Yeah,
if you get a 4-year degree, what is it? 50 grand a year, maybe?
Yeah, so 100 and 200,000. And you get the same job, working the same junior dev job, sitting in the same cube, wearing the same headphones.
Yeah.
But
one of them also takes 4 years. One of them takes 12 weeks.
yeah, Carnegie Mellon. I mean, you could put that on your wall, and that's cool. I mean, like, I get it. There's a lot of cachet that goes with that, you know.
Yep.
So,
but this comes back to what we talked about at the beginning, though, too. The method of going the quick route, getting the job, and then doing the college after that, once you can actually afford to pay for it, or the company pays for it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So you can get a tuition reimbursement plan with some companies, and they'll allow you to get your CS degree while you're getting paid, and they pay for it. So I like that route. Pretty good. But if you've got a scholarship to one of these high-end schools and money's not a problem, or money's not an issue, parents are, to do or whatever, and you don't have to work. I mean, that's a valid approach, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
100%.
But if you're trying to support yourself and you're just trying to, you don't have a lot of money, then a boot camp makes all the sense in the world, because the time to market's 3 months to 6 months. So I think it works.
Yep.
All right.
Is it good for C# job if you know solid principles and design patterns?
Yeah.
This is like any other language, right?
Yeah.
Pick up another language. If you have the basics down, you've done another one already, then it's just syntax, right?
Yeah. You implement those on any language in any project. So design pattern be like MVC or something like that, or MVVM, depending on what you're doing.
Kind of generic, but Marcus wants some comments about .NET 5.
Okay. It's coming, man. It'll be released later in the fall, is what Microsoft's saying. I'm not an official spokesman for Microsoft, but they'll unify the .NET frameworks under the banner called .NET 5. So what we call .NET 4.7 and what you call .NET 3.1 will be under the same banner. .NET. So that's kind of what's coming. It's going to be the standard.
And now they're pulling it all back together.
They're pulling it all back together. So they say. We'll see. I mean, we haven't seen the announcement, so we'll see what happens. So,
Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Interesting. So a graph today, or it's approach this. I'm guessing that's compared to a CS grad.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because you spent a year learning that in college.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I get it.
I would say, Life, that depends on the grad. I would say that there's a bootcamp grad that can answer them. I guarantee there's a CS grad that can answer them. What I think is real important during the interview process, because I'm assuming that you're talking about interviewing, trying to get a job. And Scott Helms, when we were talking about .NET, kind of agreed with me and showed me that, having a portfolio puts you in the top 5%. So let's say that you kind of stink at, or you freeze up with algorithm type questions, or comparing a linked list to an array or something like that, and you can't really talk about that, but you can implement it in code. I think that's how you overcome that. So you need a portfolio of projects that you can show to an employer, and those questions are there to weed you out and rule you out, and not rule you in. A portfolio, you can rule yourself in by saying, "Yeah, I'm terrible at answering these kind of things." I can do it. But a bootcamp grad by himself, just because I went from a bootcamp, that's just as Googleable as anything else. I mean, and it's just as learnable as anything else. And in fact, I would think that's really easy to learn, to answer some of those questions and algorithm questions by practice.
Yep. But I agree, it's not something that generally gets taught in boot camps. I guess that's probably the point, right? Is that we don't
talk about data structures. We do coding challenges every week.
And we do the challenges, but I'm thinking at its most abstract level. We don't teach it from a book.
Right. Yeah.
That's the point.
Right. But we're talking about, linked lists, arrays, and those kind of things all the time, how you use them. Algorithms, we're doing coding challenges every Friday. So you get an algorithm question every Friday that you have to code up in JavaScript and present it to the teacher, and it's timed.
Okay.
So they'll be doing them this Friday. Okay, cool.
MSV said in his location, .NET jobs are high. Why? any reasons that many companies select on that? Yeah, what's the process for a company selecting? It's
Microsoft.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's also really good. I mean, like, it's not that we're picking it and then it sucks. It's because people pick it and then like, wow, this is really powerful.
Right.
The tooling's great. The integration's great. There's a lot of people that know how to code C#. So there's a lot of C# developers. So they pick it because if they have turnover in their workforce, it's really easy to find someone else who has the same skills. And that's kind of why you select .NET. It's flexible. It's powerful. You can build Windows, web, mobile, services, machine learning. It just covers everything. And now being open source, it runs on any platform. So it's a really strong reason why you do it. And Microsoft is committed to making .NET open source, universal, and running anywhere and everywhere. So, I mean, they're pushing it hard.
Isn't it also what's the price to get into it? Don't you have to reach a certain level before it becomes expensive?
No, not really. I mean, you can use Community Edition up to, well, as someone told me, that Community Edition isn't free if your company makes over $1 million.
That's it. You got to make over $1 million. Yeah.
But $150 a year per writer. On a personal level, like $350 a year at a company level. So, there's a lot of choices out there for you to code .NET with.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Cool. Okay, we got a couple more.
Then we're going to roll out. All right, we're closing in on the hour. All right.
This is a pretty big question. PHP versus .NET versus Node.js, which is best for mobile development?
I think there's 3 ways to do it. Xamarin, React Native, and Flutter. I think you should pick one of those if you don't know what to pick. Pick one of those. Pick Google, Facebook, or Microsoft. Xamarin, C#, React Native, obviously JavaScript. And then when you're doing your enterprise mobile app, you're going to have to connect it to some kind of backend usually. So you've got to figure out your authorization backend. So with C#, that's Web API, some kind of services backend. You would have Node if you're doing some kind of RESTful service on the backend and Node. So I think .NET to me is the way to go. But I'm not saying Flutter doesn't work, and I'm not saying React Native doesn't work. I'm not saying one is superior to the other. I'm saying pick one, build stuff with it. Release your mobile app, get paid, and then if you're working for other companies, they're going to pick the stack for you. So you may end up knowing 3 of them when it's all said and done. Yeah.
JC wants to know why I'm skipping his question. Like I don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
Is that your question? Why we're skipping it?
I didn't skip it. I put it on. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I see it up there. Hi, Bobby.
I see it.
I see it now. Okay. There's a lot of these coming in, JC. So yeah. We're
gonna get a answer them all, and we don't actually. I don't know. I've never read this book. Secret Language of Computers. I've never personally read it.
I haven't read it either. I know who Charles Petzold is, though. I mean, read it.
We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, but obviously, JC, read it up. Tell us, we can bring you in for a book review.
That'd be cool.
JC, would you come on the show and tell us what you thought of the book, JC? That's kind of cool. I haven't read it, honestly. So a lot of my reading and things that I'm looking at is typically down into docs and things like that, trying to figure out how stuff works. So right. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about books like that. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I do, but I'm reading MSD and documentation, so stuff like that. So,
okay, one last thing.
Yeah.
Do we offer tuition or development help for personal projects, or can someone recommend some help?
Oh, tutor or development help?
Yep. And we don't.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're located, but if I know that some of the instructors have done it, but it's on their own personal time. So Coder Foundry officially doesn't do that.
Yep. It's something we have thought about, and maybe at some point we will. We just don't do it now.
When you're online, like our instructors are online from pretty much we get going here around 8:30, and then we're on till 6:30, 6:45 every day, working with the current class.
Yeah.
So it's a long day here at Coder Foundry. So
it is.
Yes, it is. So, but
okay.
Yeah, you can always come to the boot camp, Otis. I mean, you can do that, and then you'll see all you want of Jason and Antonio. and Andrew.
You'll see too much of them. Is what
Too much of him. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Cool. Anything to wrap up with here? Anything we need to talk about? Oh, so if you want to buy Fizz Buzz, you can. Fizz Buzz Energy.
Fizz Buzz Energy. We'll ship it. We don't have many left.
We don't have many left.
Yeah. So
like 2 orders, I think maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. The stock's correct on the website, so if you're ordering it out, it's out.
Yeah.
And then what else? The store for Teespring that we have too. Right. You can go check that out. We have some cool stuff up there, which actually I think I have on. Oh yeah, I do. Look, I have on my. I'm here because you broke the build shirt.
Yeah,
you can't get there. So
right. That's one of my personal quotes. Sometimes I'm very snarky, so like that's why we put it on a shirt because I actually said that to somebody. You know, when you get the build's broken, they call you in on a Sunday afternoon, and they're like, "What are you doing here, Bobby?" I'm here because you broke the build. So like,
that's funny.
I got to fix it. Thanks. You know, I was going to watch an NBA game.
There should be a so Life Design merch link is broken. It should be listed in the description of the video. And if it's not, I will fix that afterwards. But actually, let me look. Below the video too, you can actually go. Let me look here. Let me make sure that it's working because this still might be down. Yeah, maybe the link is broken. Maybe I'll fix that afterwards. I don't know what's going on with that. Could be them actually that's down. We'll see.
Okay.
But I'll fix that afterwards. Link will be in the description below too. But this one will work as well if the other one doesn't. So
so subscribe and like, and as David says, we will tweet this out tomorrow. So you can follow us at Coder Foundry, and Kevin will tweet out that we're actually going live tomorrow at noon. And as we get guests lined up, we'll announce those as they come in. We want a lot of guests. Hey, if you're out there and you are working for a product company and you'd like to come on the show to talk about your product, we'd love to talk to you. If you're coding at a company and just want to talk about what you're doing, send Kevin a DM. We're looking for any guest that wants to talk about what you're doing. So we'll talk to you first before we bring you on. But we'd like to chat with you or anything like that. Anybody out there working for any entertainment companies, we'd like to talk to you about what you're doing and the stack you're using, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You can email us to info@CoderFoundry or DM me on Twitter @CoderFoundry, and we will chat.
Yes. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at high noon. I hope we made you laugh today, and I hope we're please come back next tomorrow, and good luck and keep coding.